Danny, I do not know if you remember. It is Morales. You knew me back in the day at Power 106. Also, you and I spent an hour on stage here in Houston at a recent comic convention. Good to see you again, hermano. How are you?
One thing I gotta say here is sugar, sugar, how you get so fly. That's my shout out to Baby Bash. He lives in Houston, my guy.
Bro, I was just texting him. I
Are
was
you kidding?
literally just texting him. No, that's our mutual friend, Ronnie. You know Ronnie. And I was just texting him. There is something I'm going to bring up at the end of this interview. I was just telling him, and you're going to love it. Oh, my man. God, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah,
My
that's
mother's
good.
listening to my right. You met her as well at the Houston convention years ago. Great to see you again, man. All right. Love this movie. Love your
Green
character.
Ghost, so much fun.
I've got, dude, it's awesome. I got that going behind me. Got the Lucha Libre mask going right there. Would you describe your character as a Mexican Mr. Miyagi?
Yes, absolutely. Except for uh, a Mexican Mr. Miyagi that can't stay away from his flask.
Hey, man. So, and I was going to ask about the fight scenes. Training must have been fun to film, but
Yeah.
how difficult was it to do a fight scene? And I'm not ruining anything about those scenes, but I got to ask, was it difficult to do it with the flask?
No, you know what? It's like it was like kind of the thing was is that I couldn't mess up because I was a drunk, so it didn't matter what I did. And I gotta tell you, almost was like so cool because he said, keep it. And I said, did I mess up? He goes, no, keep it. It was cool. So it was like, there was no oh no, you have to do it exactly like this because he knew I was playing a drunk, and we had a good director, man. We had a great time. And I got to tell you, Charlie Clark doesn't know he's not Mexican. Don't say nothing, okay? But it's like, you know what? He loves the Mexican culture. He loves the Mexican community, and he's doing so much for immigrants. And it's like I think that's that's what we have to do as a world. It's just love thy neighbor.
Amen. I was born in El Paso. In fact, my birthday's coming up on Cinco de Mayo. I'm a real Mexicano, born
Wow,
on,
get on home.
in El Paso. And I was talking to my cousins just yesterday. I said, hey, you know Charlie Clark? And they're like, yeah, yeah, the Nissan, the car dealer. I'm like, he's got a movie. And like, I had heard something about it. So Charlie Clark, car dealer in El Paso and the Valley, también here in Texas.
Yeah,
He basically has an alter ego, the Green
yeah,
Ghost,
yeah,
Lucha Libre más también.
yeah.
How the movie on the surface is hilarious. Is that how it was described to you?
You know what? When my agent is from Texas, you know what I mean. So anything that comes in from Texas, it's not a. Would you like to? It's a. You're doing this. I love her, Gloria Hinojosa, right? Like, oh, you're doing this. Oh, it's from Texas, yeah. So, but I'm actually an honorary Texan. The governor made me an honorary Texan at the Texas Film Awards 10
Right.
years ago. And it's funny because every time I was the only one in my family that was from California. And every time I got in trouble, they would say, well, he's from California. And so when my grandfather he loved me. Our birthdays were on the same day, but the only problem he had with me is that I was from California. So when the governor made me an honorary Texan, I looked up, I said, Juanito, I made it.
Well,
Everybody just cracked up.
California is not too bad. That's actually where you and I met many years ago.
Yeah.
So we'll take both of them. They're both good states. All right, Danny, I have to ask you, what is your favorite Danny Trejo movie? I did not ask you that on stage when we were together. It was in my notes. We didn't get to it, but right here, everyone watching us on TV, I want to know what your favorite Danny Trejo movie
You
is.
know what? It's like for me, I got to tell you this. I love making movies. I just love making movies. And there's no such thing as a bad movie because they supported 80 people, 90 people, and everybody got to have Christmas presents. So, but like Machete, Heat, Green Ghost is up there. I love doing this because I just got to mess around and, like I said, and almost he's going to be a great director.
Michael, yeah, Michael, of course.
Yeah, Michael, yeah, and I got to work with people that I've known for a while.
Yeah. No, when the studio asked what my reaction was to this film, I said, this is just so but it's got heart, it's got warmth, it's about family, what you would do for family. And it's, you know what? Who doesn't like a superhero movie?
He's kind of a bumbling guy at first, and then they turned into a superhero. And I mean, Marco, he makes the Matrix look like kids play. I mean, he's for real, right? And then
Yeah.
we did Machete Kills together, and then Andy is the same thing. These guys are like for real. They're not like Matrix stuff. They're like for real. And I was really impressed with them.
Well, Danny, this is the me as well. This is the part about Baby Bash that I mentioned earlier. He's always at Trejo's Tacos. He's always going there. And I go to LA now. We're traveling again to do these interviews. My brother, I have yet to go. And I have heard nothing but great things. So I promise you, when I am in one of your locations, I'm going to tell whoever the manager is. I said, text him right now and tell him Dave Morales is standing right here and about to enjoy some of the Trejo's Tacos.
Got it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Baby Bash and I have a record album out right now.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Let's talk about that.
Trejo's Soul Collection. And so we put together, I got him on an album and got some other people. I got my singers on an album. I started a record label called Trejo's Music. And I was trying to get Charlie to let me do a song in it, but didn't go.
Well, hey, we're gonna put you on the radio with one of your songs, definitely on 106.1 Kiss FM, which is where they're listening to right now as well. Danny, I love you. It is so good to see you. When I found out I was talking with you, I really got excited. You're a very good friend of mine, and I consider it my luck to call you friend. And brother, you look amazing. You do great, and you've got some great lines in this movie. All the best to you. Please stay safe. And next time, I'm going to give you a big hug, and you will get that text when I'm standing inside.
God bless you.